Dr. Jason Fung, the author of The Obesity Code, says people are looking at weight loss the wrong way. According to him, Ozempic only works because it changes one important thing: hunger. It teaches a deeper lesson about weight loss. It's not really about how many calories go in or how many get burned. It's about why people feel the need to eat in the first place. But here's the bigger picture. Hunger and fat storage are controlled by hormones, not willpower, not strict diets, not hours at the gym. If you're exhausted from endless dieting and workouts with nothing to show for it, don't give up. Because Dr. Jason Fung is the breakthrough you've been waiting for. So let's explore some of his best advice when it comes to weight loss. I hope you enjoy. The fat thermostat inside the body. Think of the body like a thermostat for fat. When fat levels go too high, certain hormones kick in to bring it back down. When they're too low, other signals kick in to prevent starvation.
The amount of body fat that we carry is regulated much like a thermostat. That is, when the amount of body fat goes too high, then our body actually secretes hormones to bring it back down to normal. It's really not based on calories, it's based on hormones.
Insulin is one of the key hormones here. It pushes the fat storage temperature higher. More insulin means more fat gets stored, but there are also hormones that lower fat storage. These are called incretins, especially two important ones, GLP-1 and GIP. These hormones tell the brain it's time to stop eating. They also keep you full after a meal. They're like natural appetite breaks, and they're exactly what Ozempic copies in the lab. But the truth is, the body can produce these same hormones naturally. No injection required. The natural Ozempic effect. Certain foods trigger the body to produce more GLP-1. This leads to less hunger, lower insulin levels, and more fat burning. That's the core of Dr. Fung's message. People don't need drugs, they just need to eat differently. Let's start with fats. Not all fats are the same. The best ones for weight loss are monounsaturated fats. These are found in olive oil and avocados. Unlike sugar and processed carbs, these healthy fats don't raise insulin. Instead, they signal the body that everything's fine. No need to store fat. No need to eat more. In one study, researchers compared 3 types of meals. One had carbs, another had butter, and the third had olive oil. The meals with fat caused much higher spikes in GLP-1. That's a good thing. More GLP-1 means more fullness and less hunger. It wasn't just about calories. The fat-rich meals trigger the exact same hormonal changes as Ozempic. Protein, the forgotten powerhouse. Next up is protein. Many people forget just how powerful it is for fat loss. When protein hits the stomach, it breaks down into amino acids. These trigger the release of GLP-1 and another hormone called peptide YY. Both keep the stomach fuller for longer and reduce the urge to eat. Eggs are a classic choice. They're packed with all 9 essential amino acids, but dairy might be even better. Dr. Fung explains that dairy contains branched-chain amino acids, which boost GLP-1 even more. One study showed this clearly. People on a high-protein diet, about 30% of their calories, felt less hungry than those on a low-protein one. And it wasn't because they were eating more calories, it was because the protein helped release more GLP-1. Fiber, the double agent for fat loss. Most people don't eat enough fiber. That's a big mistake.
So this fiber reaches the colon, and there it gets fermented by the gut microbiome to short-chain fatty acids. And these interact with free fatty acid receptors 2 and 3 to boost GLP secretion.
Fiber helps in 2 ways. First, it fills the stomach and slows digestion. That means fewer hunger pangs between meals. Second, when fiber reaches the colon, it feeds the gut bacteria. These bacteria produce short-chain fatty acids, which trigger more GLP-1 release. It's a double win. Unlike white bread or sugar, fiber-rich foods like vegetables, beans, and whole grains take longer to move through the system. This means blood sugar stays stable, insulin stays low, and the body stays in fat-burning mode. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli are especially effective. When steamed with olive oil, they offer the perfect combo of fiber and healthy fat. Bitter foods, the unexpected heroes. There's a reason bitter foods like bitter melon or gourd have been used in traditional medicine for centuries. They don't just taste strong, they activate specific taste receptors that tell the body to produce more GLP-1. In one study, people who consumed bitter gourd showed not only better blood sugar levels, but also higher GLP-1 activity. That means they felt fuller and burned more fat naturally. Curcumin, the fat-burning spice. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, has long been used for reducing inflammation, but now researchers are discovering its role in appetite control.
And again, it's very used traditionally for the treatment of type 2 diabetes, but turns out that this spice also has a very significant GLP effect.
It boosts GLP-1 levels and helps regulate blood sugar. That means fewer cravings, better insulin control, and easier fat loss. And unlike synthetic drugs, curcumin doesn't come with side effects. Why Ozempic alone isn't enough? People taking drugs like Ozempic often expect the medicine to do all the work, but it doesn't. Without the right foods, the body won't burn fat efficiently. Even worse, people may lose muscle instead. That slows down metabolism and makes weight loss harder over time. Protein is especially important here. If someone eats too little, their body starts breaking down muscle. That's not just bad for looks, it's bad for health. Experts recommend getting at least 80 to 100 grams of protein per day, more if a person is active. The best sources: chicken, eggs, fish, Greek yogurt, and lean beef. For plant-based diets, options like tofu, lentils, and tempeh are great too. Fiber also plays a key role. Most Americans get only a small fraction of the recommended 25 to 30 grams per day. Leafy greens, chia seeds, berries, and flax seeds are easy ways to fix that. Fats that help, and fats that hurt. Healthy fats keep people full and support hormone balance. Avocados, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish are all top choices. But not all fats are helpful. Highly processed seed oils like canola, corn, and soybean oil may cause inflammation in some people. Fried foods are even worse, especially on GLP-1 medications. These meds slow digestion, so greasy meals stay in the stomach longer. That often leads to nausea and discomfort. Baked, grilled, or air-fried foods are much easier on the body. The biggest mistake: eating too little. This one surprises many people, but the most common mistake with GLP-1 drugs isn't overeating, it's undereating. When someone eats too little, their metabolism slows down. The body gets scared. It holds on to fat and starts burning muscle instead. Dr. Fung explains it like a thermostat. When calorie intake drops too far, the body lowers the temperature. That's how people hit a plateau. To avoid this, calorie intake should stay between 1,200 to 1,500 calories per day, unless a doctor says otherwise. And these calories need to come from the right mix of protein, fiber, healthy fats, and complex carbs. It's not about eating less, it's about eating smart. Foods that block fat loss. Some foods make everything harder. Processed snacks, sugary drinks, frozen dinners, and refined carbs spike blood sugar and cause inflammation, even if someone eats less. These foods can stop fat loss in its tracks.
The idea is to stave off the hunger by only eating very high-fat foods. No dairy or nuts because it's very easy to overeat them, but things like eggs, bacon, salmon, sardines, teas, coffees, and bone broths are also allowed.
They also increase the risk of side effects on drugs like Ozempic. The worst offenders include sodas, fruit juices, pastries, chips, candy, and processed meats. Instead, people should focus on whole foods, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and fresh foods. Even liquid calories like fancy coffee drinks can stall progress. They don't fill you up, but they do add hundreds of calories. The perfect daily eating plan. Here's how a good day of eating might look. Breakfast: scrambled eggs, avocado, and whole wheat toast, or Greek yogurt with berries and chia seeds, or a protein smoothie with spinach and almond milk. Lunch: grilled chicken with quinoa and roasted veggies, or a turkey and avocado wrap, or salmon with brown rice and steamed greens. Dinner: baked cod with sweet potatoes and broccoli, or tofu stir-fry with brown rice and veggies, or grilled steak with mashed cauliflower and asparagus. Snacks: hard-boiled eggs, almonds, an apple with peanut butter, or small protein shake if needed. Ozempic and similar medications aren't magic. They simply show how powerful the body's hormones are when it comes to hunger and fat storage. Now, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. For more no-nonsense, science-backed strategies to stay lean without crazy diets, make sure to subscribe and tap that notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you're wondering how to lose fat while still enjoying life, don't miss our video. It's a game changer. Let's stay strong, eat smart, and actually enjoy food without the guilt. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.